So, here I am again, John Hampshire from JH Coaching, and today I want to talk about self-talk and how you can avoid negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is probably the biggest thing that can disrupt a good performance by talking yourself out of a good performance. And as you probably know, the mental side of sport is pretty much as important as the physical side. So obviously, you haven't trained, you're not going to perform well. But if you have trained and you're fit and ready to take part in your event, then you're going to give yourself the best chances by getting your mind right as well. And likewise, irrespective of how hard you've trained, if your mind's not right, then you're unlikely to fulfill your potential. So, what I'm going to talk about is a thing called the stop clap technique, and that is a way of disrupting negative self-talk and then moving towards positive self-talk and getting yourself into a good state before the event. And even in longer events, which is mostly what we talk about here, endurance events, you can use the techniques during the event, although you may need to modify it slightly. So, how does it work? So, you have, if you're having negative thoughts, you need to stop them somehow, and you can stop these thoughts by basically disrupting yourself. So you learn to spot when when you're going into this, drifting into this negative self-talk, and you say stop to yourself. You can clap, and basically you're trying to shock your system. So and then you invoke what's known as a winning image, which is like a really positive image that maybe you winning a race, or successfully completing your event with your goal target time, or something that's a really powerful image to you, and then you move on to positive thoughts and statements that you have prepared. So, how do you go about it? You need a couple of things. Firstly, it's useful to review your negative thoughts. So have a list, have a piece of paper or something on your computer or phone or whatever where you can make notes, and do a list of negative thoughts that you might have or that you have had. Even when if you have negative thoughts, then just make a note of it now and again, so that you've got this list. And then next to each item on your list, write a corresponding positive thought, something that means either the thing isn't true, or that even if it is true, that it's not important, or if it's true and it might be important, you can't control it. So what you're going to do, that's a positive thing. Like, for instance, if you have missed a couple of training sessions because you've been injured or you've had a cold, well, you can't change that on the day of your event or on the day of the hard training session. So you think, well, I'm going to do the best I can. I can't change what I've done. I'm as fit as I possibly can be on this day, and this is going to be my best effort, and I'm not going to worry about things I can't control. Okay, so things like that, and so you get your lists, two lists, one negative thoughts, one corresponding positive thoughts and statements. And actually, it's a good idea to just keep reviewing this list so that you focus on the positive aspects, and you will eventually stop having some of the negative thoughts, because you'll know that the positive things are actually what's true, and the negative things are you just being taken over by negative emotions and unhelpful thoughts. Perhaps it would be better to call them unhelpful thoughts than negative thoughts, but we call it negative self-talk, so we'll use that nomenclature. And then the other thing that you need is what's known as a winning image. So the winning image it's not necessarily you winning an event, although that's great if that's your objective, which it is for many people. It's really a visualization of success, a successful outcome. And so think of the most powerful, successful outcome that you can. So if you've got an event that's coming up, and you want to do it in a certain time, you could visualize yourself crossing the finish line and the clock above you to with a bit faster than your target time, and visualize how happy you are. And the more vivid you can make this image, close your eyes and spend a few minutes thinking about this and practicing visualizing it. Make it brighter. The brighter the colours, the more vivid the sounds you can have. The smells, you might be able to smell things like certain smells might invoke responses. Music, the music in the background, people cheering perhaps, maybe visualize your friends and family being happy for you. Things that are important to you that make this image as clear and powerful as possible are what you need. So you've now got a list of unhelpful thoughts, a list of corresponding helpful thoughts, and a winning image that you've got clear. So what do? So you need to spot when these negative self-talk's coming on, because it can creep up on you and you can get overcome by it, and then once you're overcome by something that's a depressive thing, it can manifest that you get depressed and you don't want to get out of this state. So start to learn to spot when you may be going into some sort of negative mood, and then that's when you learn to invoke the thing. So what you do is you use the stop clap technique. So when you feel the negative thoughts, or you're getting the unhelpful thoughts or unhelpful self-talk, say to yourself, stop and clap, and visualize a big red stop sign. So that basically is like, comes at you, stop. You've disrupted the thoughts. Then visualize your winning image, and spend a bit of time just absorbing the winning image. So you've basically cleared your mind of the unhelpful thoughts, and you've brought in your winning image. And then start to work through your helpful thoughts that you're then going to focus on. And you need to practice this. So first of all, practice it in the quiet of your home, or at work or whatever. You can practice it anywhere, just somewhere quiet and peaceful for yourself, where there aren't any distractions. Imagine circumstances that are going to create sort of imagine circumstances where you might get negative self-talk, and visualize yourself going through this process. Stop, clap, winning image, positive, helpful thoughts, and then at the end, the winning image of you succeeding in your event or a hard training session or whatever it is that you are working towards. So that's basically it. It's not so complicated. Hope you found this useful. If you're enjoying these videos or finding them useful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Maybe even look at my website. If you don't like it, please let me know why, and let me know what I can do better. And thanks. See you again soon. Bye.